Hey guys, welcome to the Dave DY Show, podcast extraordinaire. Moving into this week, this is a timely subject matter item. Avengers Endgame comes out this Friday. It is the culmination of every Avengers show out there with any of the superheroes from the Marvel Universe, like Iron Man, like Thor and Loki, Captain America, all of them, man. So if you've seen any of them and you've liked some of them, I mean any of them, Doctor Strange, right? Everybody that was in the Avengers shows that has been a Marvel component. Spider-Man, right? All these guys. Well, Avengers Endgame comes out, and this thing ties together a lot of these storylines. And if you saw Infinity Wars, which was last year, year before, whenever the hell it was. Oh no! Here comes the Roomba. If you saw Infinity Wars, and if you saw how that ended with the Infinity Stones and many of the superheroes turning into dust, and I hope I didn't ruin that for you, but if you haven't seen it, where have you been? Get out from under the rock you're hiding and go see Infinity Wars. It's long. Infinity Wars, I think, was 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Dude! This Endgame is 3 hours and like 1 minute long. 3 hours. The last time I remember a 3-hour movie was in 1982, and it was Gandhi. Remember, Gandhi had a part 1, and then there was a part in the middle where you took omission, a recession, a remission. You took a break. I can't remember, what is it? You took a break in the middle for like 20 minutes, and then they started part 2 because the movie was so ludicrously long. So in the programming, they actually scheduled a piss break so everybody from the audience could get up, walk away, and then, Mahatma Gandhi part 2 with Ben Kingsley, remember? I remember seeing that. I don't know if I went with school or what, but it was almost like going to the opera. And then you break, and everybody gets a drink out in the lobby, and then you go back to watch the end of it. What? Yeah, so this one is 3 hours and 1 minute long. It's insane. There's going to be people getting up and walking out of that theater after 2 hours. They're going to be pissing, they're going to be going to get a snack, whatever. So, I don't know what we can do. We usually climb on a plane and fly from New York to LA, or LA to New York, or to Europe from New York, or Miami to Central or South America. Most of us can sit for 3 hours. If you get up and before you go, you take a bathroom break and you bring some snacks and you don't just drink like a fish, you could probably sit for 3 hours. What you don't want to do is to get up in the last half hour or the last 45 minutes. No. Schedule, if you're going to take a break, take a break an hour and a half in, 2 hours in. So you still have the full hour where it actually climaxes. Because they've stated this movie doesn't stop. It is the greatest expectation that you would think for Endgame. After, what's his nut, who was, and I don't know if you guys knew this, he was based off of Rich Piana, the giant bodybuilding dude who had 5% or 1%. He had a warehouse down here in Florida. And he'd moved from California to Florida down to here. A horribly heavy drug, steroid, performance enhancement drug user. And he died last year or the year before. He died from a heart failure, I think, because he was taking, they don't know, he was taking insulin. He had enlarged organs, right? The guy was God bless him, massive. He was just gigantic, covered in ink. He had very smoldering blue eyes. He had jet black hair. He'd wear the goatee. And if you look at whatever the hell his name is, the main purple dude who's the bad guy in Infinity Wars, Rich Piana is the basis for this dude. His build, his face, they put the grooves in his chin. Pretty fucking awesome. Google it. So this dude got the 4th Infinity Stone, I think, into his glove and made everybody disappear. He started controlling fucking the universe, time. Endgame is out. It opens this Friday. They're expecting U.S. sales to breach $300 million for its initial bow. Whoa! Worldwide, they're talking 900 million with the potential to break $1 billion. Pre-sales tickets that have sold prior to the movie launching have broken every record. It's 3 hours long. This is Star Wars, or what was the one from Mel Gibson? The Passion of the Christ on roids. This is insane, and it should be. Every review, and God bless, right? These reviewers, you're sort of in a, you're in a pocket, or they got you in their hand. The producers do, mostly. There aren't many movie reviewers who have the cojones, have the skills, and then have the backing to go out and go, you know what, I really loved Avengers Endgame, but it had these 4 things that sucked in it, right? No one will publish them. It's bad marketing, and that's the way the media has become. They control the avenues for positive marketing such that it causes this stir. But across the board, I'm telling you, everything I've read, they said, I had these expectations for this movie. It exceeded them. I could not believe it was 3 hours long. I couldn't get out of my seat. I was glued. What? Look, man, and I'm talking to a 16 to 27, 37, 50-year-old subclass of adult-ish males that love superheroes. Dude, this has got Scarlett Johansson. This has got everybody in it. So I have a weird feeling there's a handful or more of Comic-Con, cosplay, whatever, gals that want to see this. The opening in China is expected to be $201 million. China! This movie is that big. It's got everybody that you'd ever think. Jeremy Renner, right? Green Arrow, whatever. They're all back, dude. Everybody's back. And this thing pulls all of them together in this culmination story, right? Thor, right? Loki. I think in this one, no spoiler alert, I think I heard Loki fakes being Thor, which I think he's done in like the past Thor movies. They pull everything out. Remember in the last few maybe Infinity Wars and whatnot, they fly off to Jeremy Renner's house, his wife is pregnant, whatever, they talk, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if there's but 10 minutes of break in this thing. It is like Transformers. It's like a Ridley Scott movie. It's like one of these crazy movies that has no downtime, is what I'm hearing. And my God, it is unreal. It's almost too much. It's overload. So, are you going to go this weekend? The lines are going to be massive. It's probably going to be sick to be in a full audience with people, all kinds of people, you know what I mean, where it's packed and they're screaming and there's talking and you're telling the rude guy to turn his phone on. Remember the guy in the and the other one's talking? You know, they show you to be courteous in the beginning of the movie and then they got the dude filming. I don't know. I can guarantee you this, though. If you go with a little bit of levity and looseness, oh my God. When movies like this come with this kind of hype, and sort of Star Wars, but it's gone, even though I think it's coming out, just don't carry the same hype. And the theater's packed, and the people are charged, and there's electricity, and then they show the stupid trailers, and then the lights go down, and the hair on your neck goes up, and you're like, all right, I'm ready. And you hear the fucking pilot. Good evening, folks. Strap in, put your seatbelts on. We are ready to launch. Dude! This thing's going to be that huge. Here's the crazy part. I think it's going to be that way next weekend. I think it's going to be that way the weekend after. Maybe the first 3 weeks you're going to have packed theaters and it's going to be unreal. This thing will make $1.5 billion, $2 billion globally, right? So, I'm really excited for it. We're not going to go. We've got all kinds of shit going on. Jeffrey's got to go to a prom. I've got the UFC fights Saturday night I got to go out to. Pardon me, Roomba. So I won't be going to this. But this fucking Infinity Wars, if you haven't looked out from under the rock you're under, you better spend a moment and look at this thing. And you better contemplate, you know what? I really don't like the comic book movies. You know what? Green Book was my favorite. Dude! Spend a minute and remove yourself from whatever you've put yourself in for your box. I have a feeling everyone is going to find some entertainment in this. There might be a handful on the bell curve I referenced, right? On the lower end of the spectrum or the highest end. Highest end of the spectrum, I expect these cats are going to see the Infinity Wars or the Endgame like 6 times. And then they're going to do a paper about it. On the low end, I expect people to go, my boyfriend dragged me. And then they're going to secretly go, you know what, I really like that. That's the way this thing's going to go. The ticket sales are going to be insane. This movie looks like it's going to be insane. It's a really weird season right now. Hollywood is reeling after all the Harvey Weinstein, after all these bullshit bombs that are going on, after the restructuring at a lot of these companies, after the mega buyout with Disney. So there's a lot of tumultuous shit going on. And this mofo looks like, after Stanley's death, Stanley! Dude, meaning he will not be a cameo in this movie, which blows. It's so cool that this thing's going to be huge and it's got electricity to it. And I think it's warranted, right? I think it is. So, the Russo brothers are doing this thing again. They did a great job on Infinity Wars. It's really long. You better be prepared for that. Don't walk into the theater think you're getting out after 133 minutes. Dude, this thing's 181 minutes. It's fucking out of control, right? But it's going to be worth every damn second. I think this is going to be the first movie in about 25 years where it's a bargain for the 13, 14 bucks you're going to pay for it, right? So line up, buy your tickets early if you want, join this freaking crowd and have a sick experience as an adult at the theater. And enjoy. Whatever you do, enjoy. Don't get aggravated. Don't, I hate the crowd. That's so stupid. Other people talking to the theater. Just let it roll. This thing is gonna rip. And it will be the buzz for this pre-summer movie event. And I have a feeling throughout the rest of this year, you're going to have talk about how this thing is the best movie. And, it's the blockbuster of the year. It's made the most money, blah, blah, blah. And there's some movies slotted for this year. But bring it in. Enjoy it. Get out there. Comment, like, subscribe. Say something. Share this thing. See where you're at. Tell me if you're going. Tell me if you're dressing up. I'm going to dress up like... what? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I hope you go. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's the rage. And I hope you let me know. Dave DY Show, out!